Grand Rising World, it's the sun here with high vibrational information. Today is Tuesday, it's the 7th, and we in the room. We not in the garden, we not in the office today because we are doing reconstructing to the garden, reconstructing to the environment in the back to make it more abundant. Um, I know I spoke to you guys in like a couple of days, you know what I mean? Like so I'm happy to be back on here with y'all. I'm happy to be able to keep guiding and giving insight. Uh, Today's Tuesday. I haven't spoke to you guys since like Thursday, so I hope that you guys had a great week. I hope that you guys had an abundant week. I hope that you had a prosperous week, and I really hope that you guys are gaining momentum. I pray that you guys are really taking care of self, like really choosing self love, and I hope that these videos are really helping you in your life, and that you're really elevating within yourself and growing. So today I had a good topic today. I want to talk about two things today. The first one I want to talk about sex education, right? And because I don't think everybody really knows on the details on like what sex education is. So like let's break it down right now. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna dissect it. We're gonna understand it. We're gonna understand it, and then we're gonna go on to the next thing. All right. So check it out. Classes in session. Let's get it. Um, Sex education. I need you guys to know this. Like, we have a chakra system, right? The basic chakras, which is just like the basic, which you guys know. But our whole body is an energetic grid, okay? So what does that mean? What does an energetic grid mean? It means that like we are basically all electrical beings, okay? We are electrical beings. Like this body that we're using, that we're occupying right now to have this experience, it's like a computer. So when you have sex with another computer, it's like literally you plug in like this, right? Like when a man's penis goes in a woman's womb, it connects like this, and then you become one, right? Which is say like Avatar when they put their tails together, you get this thing. Now you need to understand this is that you have your own genetic code, and they have their own genetic code, and both of you guys carry with you past experiences, traumas, everything. When you plug in, you feel everything that that person feels, okay? Because you become one. It's literally like you guys join. Now, you might not feel it, all the pain and everything, like right then and there initially when you're initiating the sexual experience. Like, you don't feel it right there because you're in the mindset of lust and wanting to feel like the body feeling better. That is like for people that's not doing it, not aware of this information that I'm giving you right now. So I'm talking to the community that is not really educated on this subject, right? So when you plug up with the other person and you link, right, and you become one, literally both you guys download each other's codes into each other. Now you need to understand this with the people that you're having sexual experiences with. When you're downloading these energetic codes, everything that comes with this person transfers over to you. And you remember back in the day when we used to download music on LimeWire? Remember how our computer would get viruses? So some people computers carry viruses, right? Now I'm going to tell you how these viruses, when they transfer over to you because you plug in, they transfer from one component to the other component, right? We're going to talk about this like we're computers. We're not even going to say we're humans right now. Like we're talking specifically on the sexual experience as like computers at base level and understanding the biochemistry of how it all works. So when we plug in with each other and we download each other's codes, right? Now, subconsciously, you get programmed with all the energy that they come in and all the energy that you have, it gets transferred to them. So you have a transfer of what they call energy, right? Like you guys know that we transfer energy, but let's get deeper into the topic of what that really means and how it can affect you. So when you unplug and you're not having sex, now you have this person's downloaded code on you. And if this person has viruses, I'm not talking about a STD, like I'm not talking about like sexually transmitted disease. I'm talking about viruses on if they're doing what they're doing in their life, what type of energy are they carrying, what type of entities are ruling over them. Because remember, you guys have to understand that some people are good, some people are bad, and bad people have demons ruling over them. So those demons that are attached, like on the back to this person, if they see you and you're not protected, they will transfer over to you, and now you'll have their demons. So both of you guys are carrying the same energies now and the same demons. So anything that they were fighting with will transfer into your life. Now I want to explain the next step on how that actually affects you in your everyday life, because you're like, oh, whatever, like I don't really feel no different, right? So let's really get into it now. Your life, remember how we are in a matrix, right? Well, not, I'm not in a matrix, but the mainstream people that I'm like are in a matrix, right? They're in a box until you step out of it and you don't go back inside, right? So as you're in this matrix and in like these energetic codes transfer, your reality will then start to glitch. So listen. So if this person is low vibrational and you don't know it and they trick you and tell you that they're high vibrational and they're all this spiritual, but reality they ain't done shit and that's just a front, right? They download these codes over to you. Now you carry them. Now what happens in your life when you separate from this person completely? Now you're by yourself. You didn't have sex and like you in your life, you going to work and you're doing things. But see, what happens is, and what you don't know, is that energy that transfer over to you is now in your auric field. Now that the energy is in your auric field, you are radiating and pulling in and attracting everything that person is into and dealing with, and all the dark energies that they deal with. Now they start to come in, like now you start to attract. So let's just say hypothetically, you women or male, you was fucking with a hoe, like a straight hoe, or they out here, they scamming, they doing all these bad things, right? I want you to understand that everything that person's life is a part of, even if you find that person sexually attractive or physically attractive and you didn't really like the inside but you just wanted to fuck, right? It doesn't matter. Everything that is drawn to them is now drawn to you. So now in your everyday life, you're walking in your everyday life now, and now you're attracting the same type of people that is attracted to them. So now you're attracting like pimps, hoes, scammers, low vibrational shit that is coming towards you, and you're like, how did I get this? Or like, why is this happening to me? It's because when those codes got downloaded, it puts you in an energetic prison. So people like you want to understand that, like, what do you mean it put me in an energetic prison? Okay, when you had sex with these people and this person, you downloaded code literally. And so the virus that was on them went to you, and whatever you had went to them. So if you gave them good, now they're experiencing your good energy and they're attracting good shit, and you're taking in all their bad shit, right? So let's get deeper and further into it. Now that you are attracting these things, it's in your energetic code, right? Now you need to understand that to clear your energetic code, that energy that was downloaded into your chakra system, now you have to reboot your computer. Remember, we're computers, right? Like the body chemistry in how energy works within the body, it's like a computer, and it's like the electricity is going through your computer. So now you are attracting all these people, and you're like, how do I get myself out of these experiences? Now what happens is, when you're unaware of this, you attract somebody else just like that, and you have sex again, right? This is a never-ending process, and you download their codes, and then you become in an energetic prison. This is how the energetic prison works, is where you become locked. And now what happened is, all the bad patterns and things and cycles that these people were trapped in, you were trying to run and escape it, because you're essentially on the ascension process, right? You're trying to escape the matrix. But what you don't understand is, when you do not have discipline within yourself and understand and understand how this matrix works, it comes and it locks you. So now that you are having this intercourse with these other people, and these codes are being downloaded to you because these people are dark and demonic, now you are locked vibrational frequency. So everywhere you go, you're pinging, because you have a signal, like an energetic frequency. So ping, ping, and everything you're attracting now is everything that attracts with them. So you're attracting all low vibrational things, and you're wondering why your reality isn't changing, why you can't break free and break out of your patterns. It's because you have not allowed yourself to heal and cleanse. Now, how can you cleanse? You can go on a detox of like a sexual detox, to where you don't have like sex for like, let's just say 30 days, right? And the reason why I say this is so important, guys, like, you guys might think I'm joking, but it's so important, because literally you have to clean the energy out of yourself, all right? Like, everybody's energy has to go, because when you are focusing, right? When you are focusing on what you want to do, you can't have all these other energies, because everybody is not going the same place that you are going. You have to go through the door alone, okay? People be like, I'm going to bring the whole gang, I'm going to bring everybody. No, you're not going to bring everybody. And see, relationships are going to transcend to another level, because as you choose yourself, you will start to raise and rise, right? And as you start to ascend, right, through the top of your head, and you make it into your higher self to where you're no longer like being controlled by this vessel, and you master self. When you call self mastery, like me, I occupy inside of my higher self. Like I am my higher self, my Anunnaki God, and I am occupying this vessel. Now, when I don't treat this vessel correct, and I go against my higher knowledge, and I understand, then I drop back into my lower self. Remember when they said the fall of man? The fall of man is falling from our God state and falling inside of here to where we're like, oh, like now we're like back in the body, and we're looking around and we're like, fuck, I gotta climb all the way back up the ladder, and I gotta get back into my higher self because I fell inside of the flesh. So we have to raise and rise out of the flesh. But the whole thing was sex education. That was this whole video today, is understanding when you are interlocking with other people and you are becoming one, what they do if they're not in sync and they're not pure, which I'm telling you guys, like 98% of these people aren't, and you letting these codes download onto you, it locks you in a vibrational prison. In a vibrational prison, it fucks with your mind. See, your mind and your body, your mind and your brain, it has neurons, right? Like literally, it's these things that fire. And so when you have sex with these codes, now that code is coming into your brain, and your brain is being hacked and controlled. So now your brain inside of your head and your thought process is distorted, and your brain is glitching, because on your inside, your higher self is like, we want to break out of the chain, but then you have this code that is this virus that's downloaded into your brain, and on your brain it's like, no, nigga, we gonna go be ratchet, we gonna go turn up, we gonna go do this. So you are at war with yourself and your mind, because you are exposing yourself to these negative entities and these beings, and these things are coming into you and they're latching onto you, and now it's programmed into your anatomy. And the only way to deprogram and decomposize out of that is to cleanse yourself. And I'm not talking about a body cleanse, I'm talking about a fucking spiritual cleanse. I'm talking about a cleanse of soul. I don't care about this, like this flesh body, although it is important and to keep up and to maintain and to take care of, which is a part of the self-love. The biggest self-love is self-love for your soul. It's loving your soul and not allowing these things to come in and take over your body chemistry and your anatomy. So I love you guys. It's the Sun here with high vibrational information. That is the sex education and video that I wanted to make, so you guys truly understand what you're doing when you're giving yourselves away to these people and these low vibrational beings, is that you are allowing yourself to be controlled. And in your reality, every single day, your life starts to glitch. Your life, when you having sex with these people, start to get worse and worse and worse, because they're taking over your mind and your brain. And I'm not saying sex is bad. Sex is great. It's a sacred way of like feeling, but you need to be extremely cautious with your partner. At least have your partner on the same page as you, and you guys are moving in sync together to the same type of goals. And if you can't find that type of person, just don't give yourself away. It's that simple. Don't give yourself away so easily to people that are on the same path as you, because if not on the same path as you, they're still plugged into the matrix. If they're still plugged into the matrix, you're going to be put in that vibrational prison, and you're not going to be able to escape, and you're going to wonder and repeat cycle and cycle and cycle over. And you think that your life is getting better on the outside, but it's getting worse on the inside, so you're suffering. So I love you guys. It's the Sun here with high vibrational information. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Sex education. We're computers. Be careful who you download with. They're giving us viruses, breaking out of the mind and brain when they hack our neurons. You know what? Hold on. Let me go back. I'm going to get a little bit more in depth. With the neurons, when the brain is firing the neurons, the brain is like this. Let's say this is the brain, right? It's going all through your brain, all these things, and it's literally recoding your mind. Okay, Dan, the video stopped on me like that. You see how they did me? But it's recoding your mind, and you have to reprogram your mind and gain it back.